So Dustin Poirier announced that he wants to start a broadcasting career with ESPN. He said, "Looking forward to getting back on the ESPN desk." Poirier wrote on X on Thursday, "Going to start focusing that now as a fight analyst." Now, this is great news. This is really, really great news for the UFC that Dustin Poirier wants to become an analyst for the sport for several reasons. We're going to go ahead and get into that in this video and why it's a good thing to have Dustin Poirier as an analyst. But before we do, all I ask is for you guys to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, leave a like, leave a comment, and let's go ahead and get right into things. I think the obvious thing for Dustin Poirier and why it's a good thing that he wants to get into the UFC analyst desk is he is a super high level striker, high level MMA fighter, had a great career in the UFC. He is recognized for having some of the best moments that we've seen so far in the UFC in like the past 5, 6, 7 years that he was an active UFC fighter. And that type of experience just doesn't come literally everywhere, and the fact that he wants to go ahead and get into the analyst desk is obviously a great transition for him, because obviously people are going to respect his takes and they're going to respect someone like Dustin Poirier on what they have to say in terms of fights, in terms of breaking down fights, and also as well as predicting, some fights and the way that they're going to turn out. Now, obviously, all that goes without saying. He is a passionate guy. We know that Dustin Poirier is a passionate fighter. He is respected by the fans. So his transition into the analyst desk is a great thing for him as well, because he's coming into the analyst desk, with the respect from the fighters. And I think that he won't receive as much scrutiny whenever, we do hear him have some of his takes on the analyst desk. Now, one thing that I will say that probably a lot of people aren't going to mention is the fact that Dustin Poirier is going to be making that kind of transition from the old generation, which is, the generation that he was a part of, all the Charles Oliveira, Justin Gaethje's, all that era, into the new generation that we're seeing right now in the UFC, where we're having a lot of new faces, people that are just turning up right now, people that are making their breakouts. We're going to be able to see Dustin Poirier pretty much make the transition from the old generation, or this previous generation, straight into the new one, which is a great thing for the UFC. They need something like this from a veteran of the sport, and obviously someone who was successful in it. So the main thing as to why I'm excited to see Dustin Poirier, in the analyst desk, is for the fact that he just doesn't have like some of these, ties to these gyms and to these fighters. So I just don't think that we're going to hear too many biased takes compared to other guys that are on the analyst desk. Like sometimes when I hear Daniel Cormier talk, the fact that we all know that he has ties to some of these gyms and to some of these fighters, some of his takes are extremely biased, like extremely biased, to the point where I just kind of even tune out to the guy, because he just has some of the most biased takes that I've ever heard, in the UFC. So the fact that Dustin Poirier is a guy that we all know that doesn't have like these deep ties to some of these gyms and to some of these fighters, not saying that it's not going to happen, but I think that it will be significantly less to some of the takes that we do see from some of the other analysts. And it's something that I cannot wait to be implemented, into this new generation that we're going into regarding the UFC. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do you guys think that this is a W or an L for Dustin Poirier? Personally, I think that it is a big dub for the UFC to have someone like Dustin Poirier step in and want to be part of the analyst desk. It's a big thumbs up for me, but I want to know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think about this move. As always, it's a pleasure. Subscribe to the channel. Peace out and have a good one.